So, let's take a look at question number 1. You get the clock set. All right, who has a clock? Yellow, you're gonna be my clock person and my clock person and my timer. You're gonna read. Abdul, you'll read for me. All right. So on this first question, Ella, after Ella reads the question, you're gonna give me 15 seconds to prepare, and then afterwards you're gonna give me 40. Afterwards you're gonna say begin recording. You give me 45 seconds. Okay. All right, Abdul, Ella, go ahead and start reading the question.
Talk about a photograph or painting you have seen that was memorable. Explain what you liked or disliked about it.
You have 15 seconds to prepare. Stop. You have 45 seconds to respond.
We begin now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. A memorable photo that I saw that was most memorable for me was a picture of my mom when she was much younger. To begin, this picture stayed in my memory because she was very, very young. And so growing up, when you're growing up, you don't often think of your parents as being young. So it was very memorable to see her as a young woman enjoying herself. Not only youth is the reason why I remember this picture, but also she was enjoying life in this photo. In this photo, she was with her sisters, and they were at the beach playing volleyball, and she just seemed to be having fun. And so seeing my mom in this way and in this photo was very, very memorable for me. Okay. All right, that was 43.6. All right. If you end up between 40 and 45, you're doing good. Okay, you're doing really good. All right. All right, let's go ahead and do question number 2 now. Are you ready? Okay.
Some people have one career throughout their lives. Other people do different kinds of work at different points in their lives. Which do you think is better? Explain why.
Oh. Where's 15 seconds, Ella?
You started, 15 seconds, I'm ready.
Yeah, keep in mind before we do this question, everyone, you have to learn how to steal time. So I can read the question faster than he's speaking it. And so I'm going to start outlining before he finishes. So instead of having 15 seconds, I'm probably going to have 20 or 25 seconds. So by the time he finished speaking, I had already pretty much outlined it. And with that 15 seconds, I can think of how I want to start and things like that. So try and steal time when you're speaking. Try to steal time when you're speaking.
Okay, 15 seconds.
We're past 15 seconds. give me the 45 seconds now.
Okay. Go.
Okay. For me, the definite choice would be to have different careers throughout your lives. One reason for this is due to the aspect of variety. Variety makes life exciting, and by taking on different careers, I can have a variety of jobs that I can do throughout my life, and my life won't be so boring. Another reason why I prefer difference in terms of career, it deals with experiences. Experiences are what a life is all about. And so by having different careers, I can have different experiences throughout my entire life. So for reasons of variety and experiences, I choose difference. All right, I was, what, 1 second over? 2 seconds over? No, your clock is wrong. Your clock is wrong, Gila. Okay. All right, so that's questions 1 and 2. All right. Question number 3 is an integrated question.
If I don't have
Go ahead,
time
Ella.
for conclusion, can I just skip it? Because I usually don't stay out of my.
Yeah, if you don't, I mean, one thing you want to try to do is try to finish completely. You don't want the tape to cut you off in the middle. It probably is not going to matter that much, but if you can show that you can control your time and finish, that's going to be just a little bit better. Because sometimes when you were speaking yesterday, you did great. You had great pronunciation and everything, and good language use. Well, some questions, the tape stopped and you were in the middle of a sentence. Right? And so you want to get good at being able to finish as much as you can. All right, question number 3. First part for question number 3 is we have to summarize that reading passage. Now, some people will ask me, and they've asked me this for years, do I have to say the reading passage? Yes, you do. Even though the question is asking and saying, even though the question says, state the person's opinion and why they have that opinion, you must first summarize what they have an opinion about. Right? You can't just go into somebody's opinion. You must have context. So, when we're summarizing the reading passage, Abduella, what 2 things are we looking for? We're looking for what?
Any idea?
No? We're looking for what?
What and why?
What and why. Good job. What the university, it's going to be some type of university notice. Right? Libraries closing, schools not open on Fridays, rebuilding something, right? So the reading passage is going to tell us what they're doing, why they're doing it. Okay? And that's really important to understand the why part, the what and why. Then you want to get the person's opinion of what they're saying. And then you want to get the reasons and details they give for their particular opinion. Now, when the person gives their reasons and details, their reasons for their opinion, their reasons are going to be based on what? The reasons they give are going to be based on the why. Right? It's interrelated. Remember, it's integrated. So if they like it, their likes are going to be based on the same whys that the university is doing it. If they don't like it, it's going to be based on the why that the university is doing it. So understanding the what and the why of the passage is very helpful when you're speaking and doing this particular question. Understanding that what and why is extremely helpful. All right? So, we're going to look at question number 3. All right, and it says history seminars should be shorter. And it says on here, reading time 50 seconds. So, Ella, I want you to give me 50 seconds to go ahead and prepare for this question. And you just tell me when to start. Okay. What?
10 seconds.
You're not supposed to tell me that.
But anyway, stop.
What kind of timer are you on? All you're supposed to do is just say the time. Let's just say the time. All right. Before we go into the listening passage, I'll play the listening passage for you guys. I wanted to get what and why. All right, what they're doing is one person is requesting they shorten the seminar to 2 hours, okay, and the why they're doing it. People can't concentrate for 3 hours, they're getting tired, and they stop concentrating in the third hour, and so the third hour is a waste. That's the what and why. Now, it's very important when you're doing question number 3 that you not do what? You don't want to simply repeat what they're saying. Okay? What do you have a question, Abdullah?
You don't want to repeat what they're saying?
Yes.
But you have to say that someone is requesting to shorten the seminar to...
I'm talking about saying words. You want to use synonym language, right? As much as you can. As much as you can. You want to use synonym language.
Focus instead of concentrating?
Exactly. There you go. Exactly. Now you can do that one or two ways. You can write, when you're taking your notes, write the synonym language, which I do sometimes, or you can use synonym language while you're speaking, while you're preparing. For this question, you're going to have what? 30 seconds to prepare, and you have to speak for 60 seconds. All right? 30 and 60. So when the listening comes on, it's going to be a conversation. And the first thing you have to do is get the person's opinion, and then get the reasons and details. And when you see this question, you're going to see how it's related to the why when they're speaking. And it really helps give a good structure when you're speaking, knowing how to do that particular question. All right, so here is the listening passage.
They're going to use transitional sentences like, I don't know, I oppose this opinion or this request because of first and second.
No, well, they're not going to do it that structured, no.
The listening.
The listening, it's not going to be, it's not going to be that structured. They're not going to say what you, that's why I say when people say that when they're speaking, I want to do this for two main reasons. Nobody speaks like that in real life. All right, so when you hear them speaking in a conversation or speaking on any of these tapes, you're never going to hear them say that kind of, I want to do this for two main reasons. There are two main reasons why I do this. I mean, throughout one speaking section, somebody might say two main reasons 4 or 5 times. Okay, that's not how people naturally speak. Okay, so what they're going to give their reasons, but they're going to speak naturally and do it. Okay,